What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about the Nikkei. And I still don't know how to pronounce this, man. It's like Nike, but it's not. Let's just call it Nikkei. I don't know. For Mr. Hat, we're talking about this one for you, my friend. The Japan 225, right? I've got it on this chart here, and I actually didn't mean to do that. Let's see. There we go. I mean, I suppose this could be helpful if we just do a quick little run through. Weekly, kind of coiled up in a bullish fashion, I suppose, actually. The daily looking bearish. I would expect you come down. Yeah. I don't know, though. I mean, yeah, I would expect you come down, but you could move up. It's possible. But anyways, we're going to figure that out here. Looking at this thing on a weekly, and by the way, hit that like button, you guys. Subscribe if you want to see more. We're at 38,000, whatever this denomination is for. Right around the 50, looking weak on the weekly. I would expect you move down. I personally would with this posturing here. It's nice that you didn't get oversold and that you held it, but I would expect that you come back down at least to this 40 area. Or I'm sorry, yeah, that is the 40 area. If not, back to the oversold zone. Perhaps you get oversold. It's been a while, man. It looks like it's been a very long while since you've been oversold. You don't do it too often. Wow, you've only been oversold on your weekly once since this thing's recorded history began. I don't know. Does that mean that you're overdue for it, or does that mean that it's just not likely to happen? I don't know. But nevertheless, with this posturing, I would expect that you move down. I want to look at the relative fibs here too. Get a look at this on a monthly. I don't know, man. I don't know where to take. Let's see. Maybe this. Maybe that there. Yeah, I'm all right with that. Okay. You're at 38,000 now, something between 32 and a half to at least 37, right? At least there. But I would expect you to go even low. Like this is your minimum kind of target area, but I would expect you to go lower than that. I really feel comfortable about that 35 to 32 and a half thousand dollar, or not dollar, but whatever this is, zone. Being that you were overbought in your monthly and now you're not, yeah, man. Let's see, actually, let's compare that, what happened last time. Overbought, right? Now you're not, and you're rejecting your overbought zone, kind of like you did back here, and you went down. Steady, pretty steadily. This month, man, you closed December here, and then you opened all the way down here in March. That doesn't make sense. What? December, January. You skipped a lot of months there. That's so weird. Okay, so that's why you have a gap, because you skipped some months for whatever reason. Is that just a thing? Does that happen? It didn't happen that year. I don't know. Maybe it just had a gap in data. I have no idea what that's about. Anyways, at any rate, we're missing a couple months or a few months there, but looking like it was moving down. You probably will continue to move down. I don't believe that you'll see this thing go below this low at all. I do think, I mean, if you look at it for what it is, as far as this chart's concerned, it looks very bullishly postured, right? It's a solid trend upwards. I don't believe you're going to move down below this low. Absolutely not. But I do believe you'll move lower, right? I definitely do believe that you will move lower. If we look at the daily time frame, right, and that was, I think, 32.5 to 35,000. That was kind of the zone that I was identifying. A little bit outside of that on some regards too, but that was the zone I felt comfortable kind of identifying from a relative low to relative high. That's with the data we have so far. So actually, I want to take different aspects now and see if we can come to the same or similar conclusions. Looking at the relative high to low first, then we'll look at the low to high, right? High to low first. You should have kept moving, but you didn't. You came back down. You're not really respecting this fib at all. So maybe this isn't the right fib to use, okay? Maybe it's not. We're not going to use it. If it's not respecting it, you're not going to get help off it. Why use it? From a low point to a high point here, look at that. There you are, some respect. There's some respect right there for sure. And I got to say, this is actually kind of giving cause to the idea that you could hold this 37,000. I remember that was like the high end, and I kind of overshot that, but moving up, finding support on your 382, moving up to your 069 like this, holding support at your 236, that's pretty common stuff. At any rate, I do believe you're moving down, relatively speaking, but will you hold this area? I actually think you have a chance to. I actually very much do believe you have a chance to. It doesn't mean that you will. You absolutely could go lower, and if you go lower, I wouldn't expect you to hold the 382 again. I don't think you would do that. I would think that you go to your 69, 618 zone, somewhere between 33.5 thousand and 32.8 thousand, right in the range that we identified before. Confluence, that agrees, right? 0.5 area, also in that range. 32. That 786 is a little bit outside of that, but that's fine. We can deal with that. Something lower nonetheless, though, right? We're at 38,000 now. Let's see how it goes. Mr. Hat, if you'd like to request this again after we interact with this line, I would like to see either one day, maybe we could talk about it after one day, but really 2 days. If you get 2 days that close below this line, they don't both have to open and close. I know some people like it to open and close, right? But I think if you get 2 days to close below this line here, then let's talk about it again. If you get 2 days to close above this line here, which you're pretty close to, then let's talk about it again. And I mean, genuinely speaking, with how it looks right now, I would expect you move down here, you find support, and then you move back up. So with the way it looks to me, I'm going to call for a $37,000 move down. You're at 38. Sorry, not dollars. You're at 38,000 whatevers right now. You'll move down to a 37,000 area, and then from there move up. And where I think you're going to move up, you're not respecting this fib at all. Probably because it's such a crazy wick. Maybe I should do it on the close. Would the daily close, would that help? Would that be sufficient? That looks a little respected. Hey, there we go, right? Crazy wick, crazy behavior, right? Like it might not be considered or accepted as like real price action by market participants potentially, right? So, sometimes stuff like that happens. If you don't know what I'm talking about, right? Earlier in the video, I was measuring from this high to low here, and the fibs did not line up. Like to me, it doesn't look pretty at all. You're not respecting your 618. You're not respecting anything down here. I mean, kind of, but not really. Like. To me, it just looks like you're finding support and resistance wherever you want. But from a high point to a low point on a closing point, instead of this crazy wick, you are getting a little bit more respect. You topped off in your 61869. You found support on your 236, very clean. You're kind of resisting or finding resistance, turbulence around your 382, very normal stuff. Tipping your 618 here, just it looks a lot more clean here. If you are moving up, the next target area I would expect you to move up to, and again, you're at 38,000 now. I think you're going to move down to 37,000, but then you'll move up to, after that, probably 40,300, 41,340, something like that, and maybe higher. But that's kind of the idea here, right? A little bit of low for now, a little bit down, and then a little bit up. That's my thoughts. And that would make sense too, actually, man. Moving down from your 618 down to your 382 area, which is right around 37,000, 36.5 thousand, right? You can move down there and then move up. Yeah, very common stuff. That makes sense. I definitely like that. You're at 38,000 now. I like the idea of moving down to like this area, 37,000, 36.5 thousand, something like that. I like that a lot. And then up from there. That's all I got for you guys. If you liked the video, hit that like button, subscribe if you want to see more content like this. Thank you for being here. Definitely does look like you're going to go through months, probably even over a year's worth of time where you're not doing anything productive, okay? And while I might have seemed excited about the potential move up that you have above this level here, that doesn't mean that I'm excited about the months to come very much. I do believe that getting out of this overbought zone like this, I think that you're overdue for some kind of corrective phase, right? You moved up, you're probably going to have your corrective phase, and then we can talk about moving up sometime in 2026 or something like that. I don't know. That's a rough guess. Don't hold me to that, right? Everything else in this video was done pretty good. That last bit, don't worry about that, right? If I said something you don't like or something you do like and you're counting on it, definitely don't count on it. I was just spitballing ideas there, okay? But when I say that last part, I hope it's very clear as to what I was talking about. Everything else when I was doing technical analysis was fine, but whenever I started doing the blob analysis, drawing circles and stuff, that was just spitballing ideas. Anyways, guys, that's all I got for you. If you liked the video, hit that like button. I'll see you on the next one. Take care of yourselves. Drink some water. You need to, man. It's literally good for you. Drink some water, right? You have some joints that are popping, that are aching, right? You got some headaches that are going on. Drink some water. It's gonna be, if you walk upstairs, right? You're walking up some stairs and it just feels like it's harder to do than normally is. Maybe it's hurting your joints more. Maybe it feels harder. It's not like it actually takes more muscle, but for some reason it just feels harder. Get some good sleep. Drink some water and get some electrolytes, and it'll fix it all up, man. It'll fix it real good. I don't know why I'm being your nutritional health coach right now, but I'll see you guys on the next one. Take care of yourselves. Bye-bye.